Channel's Blog Talk Radio. Check it out and laugh.
NBA basketball.
Virtues of Houston, and you can see that it's getting out of control again.
Well, it may not get out of control, but I'll tell you that Harden is just one evil.
Evil.
He's evil, boy.
Yeah, he's always on attack mode. You know.
Yeah.
He's very greedy.
Yeah. The problem is that I think he shoots too much.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't get
nobody else. He loves going to the line.
Yeah. Well, I mean, without it, they wouldn't be in the game. I'll tell you that.
No, I mean, let's face it. He's their leader, and they're entitled to have him hog the ball.
Yeah.
But he needs to
he's
get
like
Howard involved.
Kobe. He's like Kobe Bryant, dude.
Yeah, but he's better than Kobe is right now.
He's way better than Kobe. Yeah.
I don't know
now
why, but
only...
I like him better than Kobe.
Me too. I can't stand Kobe, to be honest with you, but...
KCAA Radio, AM 1050. Hey, tell a friend. AM 1050.
Well, we're back for the second quarter segment of Chab Dog Sports Talk. How are you enjoying yourself so far, Mike?
Very interesting.
Yeah, you have a pretty good radio voice. I think there's a possibility that you're going to want to come back, so we'll see.
I have a face for radio.
Yeah, a face for radio. He's got a believable face. You don't have an intimidating face when you're facing those batters when you're coming in to save the games?
Oh, absolutely. You always have to have your game face on.
Okay, yeah. All right, we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. Right now, we've got Dr. Bruce Chabner on the line. Dr. Chabner, Bruce.
Hi, Brandon. How are you?
Maybe I should call you Dad. It's kind of weird calling you anything but Dad. But
today I'm a sports expert. You can call me anything you want.
Well, I just got done talking to Tim Benz.
Oh, really?
And have you ever listened to his show?
No, I haven't. Well, I probably have. I never knew that I was listening to Tim. But I've heard a lot about him from his father.
Yeah.
He had a career in Pittsburgh, and I knew you were interested in that.
Yeah. Well, I was playing a song for you in the background. I don't know if you heard it. Sweet Caroline.
Oh, all right.
My dad goes to the Boston games you're a partial season ticket holder?
Yeah, every Sunday for 15 years.
So it's like a community there, like a Cheers experience where
I sort of lost
he goes in.
Not the words to Sweet Caroline this year because we never stay beyond about the fifth inning.
Oh, come on. You're making it sound worse than it really is. I know they've won a few of those games you've gone to.
Yes, they have. Actually, they won one. After I left, they scored 7 runs in the 7th inning or something like that and won a game.
Yeah.
It seemed hopeless.
They're still a tease, You just can't give up on them yet, I think.
No, I think that's maybe true. Teams have come back from further back than they are, but
sure.
I don't know. I don't feel the chemistry of this team is all that solid right now.
No. Yeah, maybe they have to do something to incentivize Panda to lose some weight and try harder.
Yeah. They have. When Ortiz plays first base, they have the heaviest infield ever.
Yes, it's the soft underbelly infield.
Yeah, the field definitely must be balanced at that point. You got the guy at third, you got the guy at first, so...
Otherwise the Earth would be tipping.
Yeah, Pandas kind of looks... He kind of... I get him mixed up sometimes. He's a small version of Ortiz.
Yeah. No, he's not that small. I think, in fact, he weighs more than Ortiz.
Really?
Yeah, like Ortiz was going about 250 these days.
Right.
The Panda's 270.
I guess you're going to have to flip-flop and go over to the Cardinals full bore.
Well...
Right?
I have my choice. You're right. So, I had my long-standing love for the Cardinals, who are very dependable. And
you taught me that trick at an early age. That's why I have the Red Sox and the Pirates.
Yeah, it helps to have two. That's right. And particularly if they're in opposite leagues, then you don't have to declare yourself so much.
What do you think? Do you like the Mike Matheny as much as Tony La Russa?
Oh, I think he's great. He's yeah, and they also have a really good front office. They always come up with good pitching, and they're a very solid team defensively. I think that they're really they have a great organization.
Yeah, and they have some great people that in terms of guys that knew how to hack into other people's databases.
Yeah, well, that may be part of sports these days.
I don't know. I don't even know. I'm sure that. Let's assume they didn't know what was going on, and it was people out of control. But
yeah, I know it's like politics. Dirty tricks is part of the business now.
Well, I know it's kind of sad, but it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
In other words, if you don't,
I think the Cardinals have real talent, and
oh yeah,
year in year out, you can really count on them being there. Not the Red Sox, not anymore. I mean, they're a very interesting team that needs chemistry to function, and when they don't have it, they fall apart. And,
they're kind of
the first place, the last place.
Yeah, they're very up and down. It's a very emotional kind of it's like a person that it's not you can't count on them.
No, they are the bipolar team of baseball. But,
yeah,
and they also have the highest ticket prices, which that's particularly exasperating because you expect something for the money and you don't always get it. They've had their moments.
You get those delicious Fenway Franks.
Right. Well, their Franks now are like a price of a steak. They're like $9.
Really? Well, Boston's Boston's been so successful with all the great companies there, the biotech and everything's.
That's
I
right.
think probably
they can afford it. They claim to have the lowest rate of unemployment in the country, and that's because so many people are serving Franks at the ballpark.
That's funny.
My dad is a very smart guy. He's modest, but he read the dictionary when he. How old were you?
I was. I had very little else to read. I grew up in Shelbyville, Illinois, near St. Louis, and the local newspaper wasn't exactly the Washington Post. So. Yeah.
Well, at least you were reading and not running around on the banks of the Mississippi like Huck Finn.
No, it's true. So I'm interested in whether Tim has actually become a fan of the Boston sports scene.
Yeah, I asked him about that, and he seemed to basically, punt on the question, other than to say he covers them a lot. I think he likes them, but I don't think they've replaced his allegiance to the Pittsburgh teams.
Pirates, like you.
Yeah,
God.
I mean, I hate to say it, but
you guys are two peas in a pod.
I don't know why I got bit by the Pittsburgh bug, but
it was Roberto Clemente, I think, and Willie Stargell.
Yeah, Willie Stargell.
Left and hitting first baseman.
They had that great team you remember in 1979 when I was 14 years old watching the Pittsburgh Orioles World Series?
Was that We Are Family?
Yeah. Did you watch that?
Oh, absolutely. And Roberto Clemente is, one of my heroes.
Yeah. Well, he was 72. And then he died of unfortunately in that plane crash.
Right. I just read a book about him recently.
Yeah.
Wonderful guy.
But you liked Roberto Clemente, Dad, right?
Oh, I did. Yeah. I don't know if there's anybody in sports as honorable as he was. As a great example.
Yeah.
I used to think Tom Brady was, but I've changed.
Tom Brady? Come on. You can't be serious. I mean, I love Tom Brady the way he plays, but Tom Brady's not exactly an altruistic guy, I think.
No, he isn't.
He won't even answer questions about his cell phone.
He's too rich. His wife is too rich and beautiful, and he doesn't tell the truth. So what else?
Oh, really? You think so, huh? You didn't buy everything that was dished out about the Deflategate scandal?
Well, I don't know how it could have happened otherwise. I don't. Guys would have deflated the football without him knowing it. So.
Yeah, I know. But You know as well as I do that there have been things like that going on, like baseball with the spitters and the cutters. And
oh yes, I know. You know, the people doctoring the ball and spitting on it.
Yeah.
You know, that's right. I mean, the press just didn't pay attention. It's like Boston invented doctoring the ball.
And stealing signs.
I mean, look at all the corked bats and all the rest that they've done.
Yeah. Well, you gotta give Boston credit. They do it well when they do it.
Yeah. Well, they're clever.
Yeah. So St. Louis is looking good. What else are they paying attention to in Boston in these days?
Well, the Bruins. They have the Bruins have just seems like they sold 50% of their players for a bunch of draft picks and nobodies. And hockey is really big in Boston, so people are worried.
That's crazy. The Bruins, is that just inept management?
Well, I don't know if it's inept. Maybe they're trying to rebuild. You know, it's an interesting story, but I think that a lot of people here are worried about what's going to happen in the next few years until they get some real, mature players back. So, that doesn't look very good. And the Celtics, Celtics were really a surprise last year. And they have talent, and I think there's a lot of people have a lot of confidence in Danny Ainge to rebuild that team. Yeah,
well, Tim wasn't exactly, touting the success of that draft for them. I don't know. Those guys are not really proven. Those four guys.
They didn't get any good names in the draft. You're right. And
Rozier's.
So they don't have a great big man. And they don't have a great shooting guard. So they just have a lot of guys that hustle and play pretty well together. Mm-hmm. And I think that they have the greatest coach. I love that guy, the coach.
Oh, Brad Stevens.
Yeah. What does Tim think of him?
We didn't get into that subject, so he didn't sound real impressed with the Celtics. I don't know.
God. During the last half of the season, he must have won a dozen games in the last 30 seconds.
Just by his management of the personnel and the clock?
Yeah, and he's very clever about the way he manages the game, and in particular the last phase of it. And clearly they don't have the superior personnel, but they were winning.
Yeah.
So I think he's outstanding. If you just had some talent, so I don't see that they added strength to their weaknesses in this draft. I think they got a bunch of untested players. Nobody that's really outstanding. They need outside shooting, and they need
some guys underneath.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, I wish I was a little taller and could jump. I'd try to help him.
Well, either that or you could shoot. Unfortunately, Brandon, you don't have any of it. So
that's Dad calling him out.
Oh, I just got reamed by my father. I'm gonna have to get you when I come to Nantucket. We'll go on the basketball court and we'll see who ends up with a pulled groin.
That's for sure.
But, I forgot to give you a plug, by the way. Bruce Chabner does run a great basketball camp on Nantucket Island.
I have a great assistant.
As long as the attendees don't start crying and leave.
No. Yeah, I can't. The one problem with that basketball camp is nobody wants to play defense.
Yeah, defense. What's that?
How's that any different than the NBA?
Oh no, it's true.
Yeah, every game's an all-star game.
Yeah, that's right. They're all looking at their stats.
Yeah. Well, we did learn something today from you about Brad Stevens. I really wasn't up on that, and
I like him. He's cool, and he gets along well with his players, and he's clearly got more out of them than they deserve.
Okay.
There's synergy there. I think they're the opposite of the Red Sox, who are a bunch of overpaid prima donnas who underperform.
Yeah, Tim was mentioning the payroll, and some of those numbers are astronomical. I wish I was still able to play.
Yeah, I mean, you add them all up, and it's just incredible what they went out and spent and what they don't have.
Yeah, $1 million babies, and they're bloated like Panda's belly.
Well, I can't say too much because John Henry is the member of the board of my hospital. I hope he's not
okay. Well,
what part of the station carry?
You were not casting any negative aspersions on John Henry.
Well, not at all.
I would attest to that in the open court.
He's one of the strengths of the Red Sox. Clearly.
Well, Dad, we got to go. Got to go on our break. But thanks for calling and taking the call and say hello to Mom. Tell her the Belarus bully is going to win Wimbledon. I feel it.
Okay, I'll tell her that.
All right. Bye-bye. We'll be right back.
Highlights from year one of Chab Dog Radio. You can find our Chab Dog Radio blogcast at Chab Dog Sports Blog under the Blogcast tab and at Chab Dog Channel's Blog Talk Radio. Check it out and laugh.
NCAA Men's Basketball Final.
Approaching halftime of the 2015 Men's National Championship. What a great event we have here. And we're talking basketball. Yes, we hope it's going to be a big basketball night tonight, obviously, with the national championship going. It's 31-29 Wisconsin. Kaminsky trying to put Wisconsin up by 4, but he couldn't get it to go down. Got my colleague Renee Betts here. What's up, y'all? I got Wisconsin. I got Wisconsin winning with 1 point. Well, I got Wisconsin in my heart, but I am very worried about Duke. I think Duke's defense is making it very tricky. The Wisconsin guards can't seem to get enough separation. Well, they're playing against the zone, and they don't have a good offense against the zone. Their offense is better with the zone unless you let their guys stay out there and get a perimeter shot. Yeah. Well, I think Wisconsin does well when they can. And look, they haven't even had to bring Okafor back into the game. No. That's a big victory for Duke. Okafor has 2 fouls.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Do you know where you are? Well, you've done it now. You're listening to KCAA Loma Linda, your CNBC news station. So expect the unexpected.
We're back, and now we're going to have a little trivia contest here with our Tennessee friends. Clark, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, Joe, can you get that music going? We got some special music for Miss Stephanie Brackett. I hope she's there.
Hello, Chab Dog.
Stephanie, do you hear this song I'm playing in your honor?
Well, she's fashionably lean, and she's fashionably lame.
Yes.
Thank you, Cat Dog.
Well, we're here ready to defend the honor of California. I've got Mike Patterson here. Say hello, Mike.
Hi, guys. Whereabouts in Tennessee?
Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA.
All right. My dad retired and moved back to Clinton, and my aunt and uncle used to live in Oak Ridge.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah. Stephanie, don't hold it against him that he has relatives in Clinton.
Well, I don't know where Clinton is.
It's on the east side.
Okay. I'm a city girl, Chab Dog.
Yeah. And I don't want to get you started on politics. I was just throwing Clinton in there for the fun of it.
Oh, well, okay. Is that some kind of a remark about Hillary?
Well, we're not going to get into that.
Okay,
But if you do want to hear about Hillary Clinton and her her body parts, you can always listen to Chab Dog Radio, which we've been playing promos from. And we've got a special event now. We're going to have a trivia contest. We're going to have 5 or 6 questions, and our questions to you are going to deal with Tennessee sporting related issues, and you're going to have to ask us about California stuff.
No Googling, Chab Dog.
I know. Well, my hands are not on the computer. They're just on, and Joe, my engineer, will attest. I'm not going to.
I've got a hidden camera, and I can see everything that's going on, so don't get on Google.
Okay. Well, we can't see you, so I'm going to have to trust everything you're telling me. And you're in a good mood now. There's no bees in your bonnet or anything.
Well, it might be a few.
And you're not gonna send my credentials to the house of detention if we happen to win this accidentally.
Well, we haven't discussed the prizes, but maybe we'll discuss that at the end.
All right. Well, you want to do the prizes at the end? All right. I think that keep everybody in suspense.
Right.
All right. Well, we're going to go with our first question, a $100 question, and either one of you can answer. There's going to be some Jeopardy music playing while you think about it, and if you know the answer, then start talking over the music. So here's the first question: how many national titles did Tennessee's women's basketball team win under Pat Summitt in a row? And if you don't know the answer to that one, if you tell me what was the last year they won their last national championship, that counts too. So, Joe, why don't you play the music?
Is it total or in a row?
I think it was actually total. Total.
Is it 8?
What's that?
Is it 8?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a winner there for that. You got 100 points.
That was Stephanie. I didn't know that one.
No, he
Stephanie,
knew that. No idea.
you're a ringer if I ever heard of one.
I don't pay attention to Pat Head Stomach.
All right. Now it's your turn.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, we're going to take turns reading these as fast as we can.
Okay. Well, you got to...
Okay. In 1974, Notre Dame played USC in college football. USC was down 24-0 at just before the half. Do you know what the final score was? And there's a secondary question: who was the star of that game?
Okay. Well, if we get one of the questions right, do we get credit like I gave you?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. What do you know the answer?
I seem to remember that there was a running back that scored like 4 touchdowns.
I think it was Anthony Davis.
Maybe Anthony Davis.
I'm going to say Anthony Davis was the star, and I'd say the final score was
28-24?
28-24.
Well, you got the Anthony Davis part right.
Yes.
The 4 touchdowns, but it was 55-24.
Oh, wow.
Well, I got to say, you said if we get half of it right, we get it all. So
Yeah, you got it.
Thanks a lot, because I wasn't totally sure about that. All right.
And USC scored 55 unanswered points.
That's amazing. God.
Also, Pat Hayden was the quarterback, and J.K. McKay, this coach's son, caught 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, but was that the year that they played Ohio State in the Rose Bowl?
I don't know if that was the same year or not.
I think so. I think I went to that game.
Was that Archie Griffin?
I watched this game right here.
Woody Hayes.
Yeah. Oh, gotta love Woody Hayes.
Okay, we're ready for number 2.
All right, number 2. This is a good question. You're gonna like this, guys. Okay, Roscoe Tanner was the only Tennessean that I know of who won a Grand Slam singles title. He did that in the 1977 Australian Open, and he also reached the Wimbledon singles final in 1979. So the question is, in which Tennessee city was he born? And if you want, I can give you choices, but if you think you know it, then just tell me. But play the music real quick.
You
All right, I think they got their answer. What is the answer?
said said you'd give us some choices.
Oh, okay. So there's 4 choices. One is Knoxville.
Uh-huh.
One is Nashville.
Uh-huh.
One is Lookout Mountain, and one is Hendersonville.
It's Lookout Mountain.
You got it.
It's Lookout Mountain.
Nice.
Yeah. Lookout Mountain / Chattanooga. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I got to give you 200 more points, so.
All right. All right.
Okay, it's our turn.
Okay. Oh, this is a baseball question. 1976, there was a trade between the Atlanta Braves and the LA Dodgers, both All-Stars. The Braves received Jim Wynn. Who did the Dodgers receive?
In 1976?
1976, a trade between the Braves and the Dodgers, both All-Stars. The Braves received Jim Wynn, and who did the Dodgers receive?
Okay, do you know the answer? I think I do, but I'm going to...
I don't have a clue.
You sure? Okay. All right, play the music, Joe.
While they look it up.
Yeah. Joe, you want to play the music? No?
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, I think I know.
What?
Was it, Jeez, maybe I don't know. I was going to say Chris Chambliss. Chris Chambliss? That's the only thing I can think of. Who is it?
Turn the music.
Who is it?
Incorrect answer.
I said Chris Chambliss is my guess.
Dusty Baker.
Oh.
Dusty Baker.
All right.
Now here, I'll give you a bonus. You'll give you a bonus if you get this right.
Well, no, I mean, we've got 3 questions left, so.
What was Jim Wynn's nickname?
The Toy Cannon.
Yay! So you got it.
So I get something for that?
Yeah. It's a point.
No, that is good, because how many people actually paid attention to that on the baseball card?
Didn't he play for Houston as well?
He started his career with the Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jimmy Wynn. All right. Well, all right. I think we have time for. Do we have time for one more question to you guys before we go to break? You want to do that?
Okay. Bring it.
All right. Number 3. This is for 300 points. This should be easy for you, Stephanie. A very famous wrestler who did some work in Tennessee. His name is Andy Kaufman.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually his show was Taxi, as you know. When did that debut on ABC? What year?
What year did Taxi debut?
Yes.
76.
I'll give you another guess. That's not correct.
All right.
One more guess. You're close, but you're not there.
Okay.
Before that.
7. I think it's 7.
All right. What's your final answer? 77 or 78?
78.
You got it.
Yeah, no. Could have been before 76, Clark.
Yeah. When it comes to TV, you got to go with Stephanie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hold on, because we're only halfway through, and we got to go to a commercial break. So
Okay.
we're going to finish this up. It's pretty much neck and neck. All right. We'll be right back.
All right.
Check out my sports blog, your home for head-of-ear sports headlines. At Chab Dog, we cover the world of sports, from NFL to competitive eating. At our blog, you'll also find Chab Dog's own brand of uniquely original blogcasts for the major sports events. We hit home runs with our coverage. We also have a reading room where you'll find interviews running across the sporting spectrum, along with our vote questions, our Chab Dog Gnostications, and of course our much-beloved Chab Dog of the Month. What you can count on from Chab Dog is our stretching the playing field envelope, to find the humor, irony, and weird connections that are always living beneath the surface of the sporting world. Check us out at chabdog.com.
Hello? Yes. Yes, hello there. I was hoping somebody would call.
Stephanie Black at the Hendersonville Hatchet calling.
Stephanie, I was waiting for you to call. I heard a rumor that you weren't interested in basketball anymore.
That's right.
How could that be? I mean, we had such a good time picking those
I have a
college
clear mind now. I'm off my meds.
Yes. What kind of meds were you on?
What are you trying to break HIPAA? What is this, a HIPAA violation? None of your business.
Well, you brought it up. I thought maybe our audience...
Well, I have a clear mind. Unlike the rest of the sheeple across America, I'm thinking clearly, and sports are bad for this country.
But that's what Chab Dog is built on, the absolute foundations of this empire that I'm building. Brick by brick is based on the pursuit of athletic happiness.
Mm-hmm. And while all of America has their heads stuck in the sand watching that crap, Obama and his cronies are going around wreaking havoc on this country. And I don't approve of it.
Obama loves using the sports for his own benefit, doesn't he? Every time somebody wins the freaking World Series, they get to go to Washington and celebrate with Obama.
Oh, yes, yes. And then he can just keep raising our taxes so he can buy more golf clubs.
1050 AM. Don't forget that number. And for you young people who got here by accidentally fat-fingering your FM band selector, we're an AM radio station. And AM refers to more than just the time of day.
Okay, we're back for the final segment of Chab Dog Sports Talk. It's time for the Tennessee Trivia Titans to come at us with their question, their third question. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, it's your turn to quiz us.
Okay. What famous Rams quarterback and Hall of Famer was married to a famous actress who was the spokeswoman for the 18-hour bra?
It's either Roman Gabriel or Ferragamo. Hall of Famer, though.
Is a Hall of Famer?
Yes, he is.
Is Gabriel in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Remember the lady with the CrossFit hot?
Did Namath play for him? No? For a year?
Who else would be a Rams quarterback that's in the Hall of Fame? It's not Ferragamo.
Not Hayden.
Yeah. Norm Van Brocklin?
Yeah, maybe.
Was he
No,
Rams?
not him.
Yeah. That's old school there.
All right, I think Roman Gabriel.
You think? Okay.
All right, we're gonna have to go with Roman Gabriel.
We'll give you one more guess.
We'll give you one more guess.
Norm Van Brocklin.
Okay, we'll give you the actress's name. Her name was Jane Russell.
Jane Russell.
Jane Russell, Hollywood actress in the 40s.
Yeah, I know Jane Russell because who could forget how she looked? But
who's she married to?
We just don't know. You got us on that one.
Okay.
Who was it? I want to know the answer though.
Bob Waterfield.
Bob what? That was he was a quarterback?
Yep.
Okay. I stand corrected. All right, Bob Waterfield. Well, looks like our ship took on a lot of water on that one, Mike.
Yeah, it's before my time.
All right, I'm gonna have to raise the level of my questions, I think.
You Hollywood big shots should have known that.
Do you know where San Bernardino is?
Yeah.
Nowhere near Hollywood.
She did work in California for a while, so she knows.
Okay.
All right. Here's a nice question for you.
Okay, here it is.
Okay, you ready? Okay. What was the name of the USFL football team that played in Memphis?
Show.
No, you're wrong. It wasn't the Chokers.
Showboat. Turn the music down.
All right. I'm having trouble hearing you over the music.
Turn the music down. Showboat.
Showboats, yes. You got it. And for bonus... Yeah,
I
okay.
told you that 5 times that you had that ding-dong music up too loud.
I know. I was trying to corrupt your answer because I knew you were going to get it right.
Okay, here's your question.
All right, we're already in the hole. I don't think there's much hope. Let's go ahead with it.
In the 1996 NBA draft, Kobe Bryant was pick number blank? And another part of the question, who drafted him?
Wasn't Kobe picked second?
What draft number was he and who drafted him?
All right, unless you overrule me, I think we have to say second.
And
Wasn't
who
I think
drafted
somebody
him?
else was ahead of him. I just don't remember who.
Did Lakers draft him?
Or was it? It wasn't Philadelphia. Was it?
Well, somebody that was really bad got the number 2 pick back then.
In '96. Well, if we just get the number right, then I think it's enough.
Okay.
All right, I think we're gonna say number. I'm gonna say number 2.
Wrong. You're way off, Child Dog. 13.
Other Charlotte.
Well, number 10. I mean, I can't believe it was that low.
No, it's 13.
Number 13, and who drafted him?
Charlotte Hornets.
Ah.
And his daddy's nickname was Jelly Bean Joe Bryant.
Well, that was his father was Jelly Bean Joe Bryant.
That's what I said. I said daddy.
Oh, I thought you said his nickname or something.
Yeah, his daddy's nickname.
Kobe Bryant, the 17-year-old kid, and his parents had to co-sign for his contract.
Yeah.
The first pick of the draft was Iverson. Second was Candy. Ray Allen was in that. Antoine Walker was in there. All chosen before Kobe. There's a lot of people who didn't even make it who were drafted before Kobe.
I see. Okay. Can we ask you a non-sports question that has to do with Tennessee for the next question?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the movie Pulp Fiction, there's a character that uses the phrase Tennessee time. I want to know what the first name of that character is, and not his real name in real life, unless you want to show off. But I just need the first name in the movie.
I don't even remember any of their names.
Tell them that hard they watch it.
Yeah, I've watched it a million times, but
I didn't watch it.
I'm hearing a lot of excuses, but not a lot of answers.
well, Tennessee time. No, I don't remember. I don't remember that. I don't even remember that part in the movie.
Who's Pulp Fiction?
Okay.
Pulp Fiction was with what's his name?
John Travolta.
John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson.
Yep.
All right, I think we're done here. Can we discuss the answer?
Who was it?
It was Booch, the fighter. Remember when he was running away from the gangsters who were because he didn't throw the fight, he won it, and so those guys lost a lot of money and they were gonna kill him, and he called up and he said, "Okay, brother, next time I see you, it's gonna be on Tennessee time."
Oh yeah, and then he said, "Who's dead?"
Zed's dead.
Zed's dead. Yep, I remember now.
Yeah.
Hey, Chap Dog, just for fun,
Yeah.
Bill Walton won every year a championship except for one, and he said it was the worst loss he had ever had in his life. Do you remember what team it was who went on to win the national title?
Oh, was that the year that I think that do you know that?
Notre Dame, wasn't it? I think they lost to Notre Dame.
Yeah, we're gonna say Notre Dame. Wait, no, wait a sec. Notre Dame was the team that broke their winning streak.
Notre Dame team broke the 88-game win streak.
Right,
I'll tell you
but that wasn't the team that won the NCAA championship. The team that won the NCAA championship is North Carolina State.
Yeah. Can you name anybody on the team?
Of course, the Skywalker, David Thompson.
44 vertical inch.
That's right.
How about the 7'4" guy?
Tom Burleson. And then who was the short guy? You remember that?
Monty Tao.
That's right, Monty the Towel, the midget.
Very, very.
And who was the coach of the North Carolina State team?
Norm Sloan, who also coached Florida.
Yeah.
And I'll also tell you one more tidbit for your listeners.
Yeah.
All 5 of them.
Don't insult my show, or I'm gonna have to hold back the prizes.
Also, Tim Stoddard was on that team, who has played for the Baltimore
That's
Orioles.
right. Yeah, that's right. He was a big guy, wasn't he? All right. Well, I think I have one more question for you, and if you get this right, you win.
All right, what?
All right. This is pretty easy, but it's the only one I had written down. So here goes. The Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis Grizzlies used to play in a different city. What city was that? And if you really want to impress me, tell me what year they came to Memphis.
Vancouver. Vancouver. You hear me?
Yeah, she knows. She got it right, Vancouver. But Stephanie, I'm never gonna let you say you don't like sports or you don't know anything.
Was it 98?
But we don't know the year for
We
sure.
don't know the year.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know either. So you guys did win, and now we're gonna let Johnny Olson tell you about your fabulous prizes.
Johnny Olson.
You've won a free night at Hustler Casino, where you can eat at the buffet and play blackjack.
Okay,
And-
I'm a Christian, and I don't approve of Hustler Casino, Chab Dog.
In scenic Gardena, California.
Oh, yeah. Why will I get mugged? Thanks a lot.
And
Thanks a lot.
Clark, you get any baseball card in my prize collection that you want, assuming it's a double of something.
I thought your mom gave away to underprivileged kids.
I brought my box here. You're gonna take a card out of this box that my mother made for me, with all of my stickers. Okay, we gotta go, but I have new respect for you two, and we'll have you back, I'm sure, for more trivia contests.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Chab Dog.
I love Tennessee. I love Tennessee.
We love California.
Yeah, a lot of listeners in this area. I'll spread the news, and you'd be very surprised.
Okay. Well, that's all for today. Pay attention. There's a lot going on this week. Wimbledon is going to be great, and we're going to have a lot on that next week. Talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Olympic Games starting in 2018. I'm Tom Busby, CNBC Radio.
Have you had trouble with online dating? This is eHarmony founder Dr. Neil Clark Warren. We've created a new solution, EH Plus. EH Plus combines the personal attention of a matchmaker with eHarmony's extensive pool of great singles. EH Plus gives you hand-selected matches and freedom from being online. Get started today. Call 855-930-LOVE. That's 855-930-LOVE.
If you make the decision to buy the home, then you're faced with which